if he hadn't done it first. I'm so sorry. Talking about difficult people brings out my inner 6-year-old. As you know, I'm Laurie Kiel and your instructor, but we've been going through some various topics in the workplace. But before we get back to those, I want to talk about difficult people. Books have been written about them. And in fact, there's a book about difficult people on our book table. It's written by Paul Friedman, How to Deal with Difficult People. Lots of practical information, and I'd like to highlight just some tidbits of it, coming from one of his chapters, being the solution, not the problem. Raise your hand if you know any difficult people. Well, lots of hands. Raise your hand if you've ever been accused of being a difficult person. Haven't we all? Who is the only person that we really can control? That's right, ourselves. We can control our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Sometimes that difficult behavior that we're having trouble with is exactly created by our own perceptions and reactions. Paul talks about 9 kinds of situations that we bring about by certain behaviors. I'm going to illustrate 2 of them for you. The first one is the wallflower. The wallflower's self-perception. I don't have anything interesting to share. Wallflower's behavior, very quiet and reserved. Hangs back during meetings and social occasions. Difficult person's perception. Wallflower doesn't have much to say. Difficult person's logical reaction. Ignores wallflower. Interrupts. Or tunes out wallflower. Wallflower's perception of this difficult behavior. What a cold, uncaring, aloof person. Obviously, someone not interested in me. Behavior number 2. The Pollyanna. Pollyanna's self-perception. If I say anything negative, people's feelings will get hurt and they'll be upset. Pollyanna's behavior shares only positive feelings, is always polite, formal, and courteous. Difficult person's perception. Pollyanna doesn't seem strong enough to deal with strong feelings or negative reactions. Difficult person's logical reaction. Avoids confronting Pollyanna or bringing up anything unpleasant. Pollyanna's perception of the difficult behavior. I was right. They can't deal with reality. They never say what they really think. There's a total of 9 different examples that are in the book. Only had time to point out 2 of them to you. You might recognize yourself in those 2, or perhaps in the other 7 in the book. The point comes in this. Ask yourself, am I doing anything to bring about the difficult behavior that's bothering me? If you ask yourself this enough, you may find you're becoming the solution and not the problem. Now, let's get back to our other topic.